The big thing about Nils is that he asks questions until he understands the actual answer. So a lot of people, they'll ask some surface level questions and then they'll give you advice, and the advice is not very useful or it's not very applicable to your situation. But Nils asked us in our first conversation, he just listened the whole time and he asked us about all of our problems. And then at the end, he was like, okay, I have a pretty good sense of what's going on here, and here are some of my thoughts and areas that I think we need to work on. And that was really helpful. I felt understood. I'm Kanjun. It's like you open cans in June, and I'm the CEO of Sourceress. Sourceress gives recruiting teams superpowers by working with them to build a strategic sourcing process that allows them to reach out and keep in touch with all of the best candidates for all of their roles. We do that using machine learning. And after our first conversation, Nils just hopped on a call for advice. And I was like, oh my God, this is so useful. I had no idea that there is a whole kind of practice around predictable renewals and like a whole kind of customer life cycle that was pretty consistent from company to company. Our product is a product where we don't have control over the entire process. Our customers want to make hires ultimately, and they want to stay in touch with all of these candidates, but all we can do is help them stay in touch with candidates and get them interested. There are so many problems. We had these pilots that we didn't know how to convert into annual contracts very reliably. We would get really stressed out in every pilot. And we didn't know how to set up or structure the pilot or have these kinds of pilot conversations with our executive sponsor and the folks on the teams that we were working with. We also didn't know how to up-level ourselves into a more strategic kind of partnership with all of our customers. Nils helped us realize, you can actually set expectations in situations where you don't control the full process. We had thought maybe there needs to be a product change or something like that. But actually, a lot of it is very possible just through CS and the whole onboarding process. And Nils gave us a lot of really helpful feedback and advice, And then after that, Nils is very organized. A lot of CS leaders I've talked to, either they're great with customers or they're organized and not both. And so Nils is very organized. He delivers things on time. He told us that he would deliver a customer lifecycle, and he did, and it was very organized, very well structured. It was exactly what I expected, and that was great. It's kind of like you got all these little puzzle pieces inside, and none of them have pictures on them, and they fit together, but it's really hard to piece them all together without the picture. You're kind of like matching things that don't really fit. And Nils puts pictures on all of them, and then you can pull the full picture together, and you can see, this is what it's going to look like. This is what our CS lifecycle is going to look like. He's helped us build much stronger relationships with our customers, honestly. I think before, people worked with us because they liked us, but not necessarily because they felt like we were great at delivering results or great at expressing what the value was of Sourceress. But now people work with us because they realize Sourceress works, and Sourceress is working really well for them, and it's stupid for them not to convert because Sourceress is working really well for them, and now they understand that in a way that they never understood before. Cool.